I make his breakfast after football. Sunday morning ritual. Give his mum a break. We have a fry-up. Well, he's a growing lad. On the pitch, he's got clever feet. It's great watching him tackling, taking a shot at the goal. He's got promise. You appreciate the everyday stuff after things have gone wrong. And they can go wrong so fast. It was a letter from my bank telling me they weren't happy with me drawing any more money. I was like, what? They made a mistake. So I phoned them up. I go, what's going on? And they said, it's your debts. I checked my other accounts. 25 grand in the red. I said, no, that's wrong. It's a horrible feeling when you think that it's your own kid that's stealing from you. I couldn't bring myself to talk to him. I was devastated, angry. I told him, you've ruined your life. You robbed me. How could you? He was silent, frozen. I didn't realise what was going on at the time, or you wouldn't. It's hard to believe that sort of thing goes on. Sounds crazy, but my church were the ones who actually helped. I didn't know how to deal with him, and they were like, something here's not right. And they got in touch with the local police team, and they came and talked to my son. Criminal gang had got him. Online. Groomed him. Wormed their way into my son's confidence. Told him, you could earn a bit of cash. All you need to do is lend us your bank details. Oh, you haven't got an account? Oh, well, how about your dad's, just temporarily? And they set up bogus business accounts in his name. Made him a company director in the US, Scandinavia, Eastern Europe. Got him into 25 grand's worth of debt. The creditors kept sending the statements and he kept hiding them. He's too scared to tell me. It's a form of slavery. Financial gain at the expense of the victim. Because that's what he was. 16-year-old boy. The police told me that because he was forced against his will to commit these crimes, that he was a victim of slavery. That means it's not his fault. That changes everything. No criminal record. He's still got a chance at life. I just wish I'd really understood what was going on. His dad didn't protect him. It tears me up thinking what he must have been going through. I feel like I failed him. But I'm working on it.
Modern slavery is a very complex phenomenon. It's really difficult to spot, to deal with.
So of course there are always challenges in developing community resilience, and I think one of the main issues was just around awareness and people perhaps not being so aware that it was happening within our locality at that present time. I think it was also a case of not giving up if people kind of pushed you to the side initially. And actually just a gentle repetition of saying, hey, what are we doing about this? And often it was a case of trying to find people who were quite passionate about the issue and really working with perhaps some unexpected people that I didn't anticipate working with, and going with where the energy was.
It's not a smooth process doing this kind of work, and I think there are a number of challenges. I think one of the main challenges is working with volunteers. Sometimes at the beginning, volunteers are very, very enthusiastic, and then after it gets rather tedious and it's a long haul and people sort of fade off in their enthusiasm. So it's how to keep that alive. And I think it's about trying to keep people focused on that long-term vision.
We need partnerships because any one group, any one person brings particular things, and we need the skills of others.
I think it's really important to get all the partners to the table to look at what each part can play.
Partnerships in the field of modern slavery are so important because there is a real need for continuity of care. There's a real need of variety of specialisms. So the police, social services, local charities, churches, community centres all have their part to play.
It's, all those different parts to it, part of that jigsaw pulling together to try and get the best possible response for that victim. And that for me is what the partnership stuff is all about.
Plans don't always work out as we'd hope for, and I think there's very much a sense of just trying to do our best, and if something doesn't work, then actually that's okay, we can just try again. For myself, my faith has a massive role to play in keeping me motivated, and this sense of joining in with God's mission of bringing about his kingdom and reign on earth, where actually there is no slavery, where people are not exploited, where people are treated with dignity and respect, and we know that they're created in God's image. So for me, that's a fight which is worth pursuing even when it's tough.
It's never going to be plain sailing. You're never going to continue from beginning to end without any hiccups or disappointments, and sometimes, quite horrible frustrations sometimes. I think the thing that always keeps me personally going, and what I sort of share with the team, is if we can change or save one person's life this year, then that has been worthwhile doing. And anything that goes wrong in between has gone wrong in between. But if you've changed somebody's life for the better by the work that we've collectively done, I take that as being significantly important, and that keeps me motivated.